Hey, what's up? My name is Silverman. Today I decided to show you the project file of my track For You I made together with Pottsound and ginaminarie. The track was released at the beginning of July, although it was actually planned to be released at the end of June, but we had some delay with our distributor. In case you don't know the track, let me show you a bit of it first.
I am thinking about things I want for you. I am dreaming that you want me as I want you. I am thinking about things I want for you. I am thinking about things I want for you.
I think that's enough for now, so you know the general idea of the track now. Let me actually tell you a bit of the story of the track before I go into the FLP actually. So Pottsound actually started the track and recorded the vocals with Gina, but the track he actually started was like a complete different one from the track you now know, As For You. And then he sent me the vocals, and we wanted to see like what I could come up with if I would do a remix for his original track. And then he sent me the vocals, and I actually came up with the idea of the track that you now know As For You. But long story short, let's dive into the FLP and let me show you all the little things. Let me play you the vocals solely. So it originally was in, I think, 96 BPM or something like that, so it was quite a lot slower than it is now. So it's now 104 BPM. This is what it sounds like.
I am thinking about things I want for you. I am dreaming that you want me as I want you. How should I do it right for you? I can make your dreams come true. So what the fuck you want me to be for you?
And what I did, I layered a vocoder vocal onto the vocal, and with it sounds like that.
I am thinking about things I want for you. I am dreaming that you want me as I want you.
So I basically used the chords that I came up with for this track. I just used like a saw synth for this one, and routed this synth that I created and the vocal to Vocodex, which is like the vocoder plugin by FL Studio. Then let me show you the bass of the break. So the bass is from Nexus, and it's this preset. And what I pretty much did, I just used a low pass filter, so I'm basically cutting away all the high frequencies of it, so it doesn't clash too much with the vocals and the rest of the track, because I only want that nice warm bottom end this preset gives. It's quite wide also, and it really gives like a nice body to your break, or to the break in this track. And then we got some chords, they sound like that. These are two presets from Flex, this one and then this one here. And both the bass and the chords together, something like that. So it already gives really nice atmosphere. And with the vocals, it sounds like that now.
I am thinking about things I want for you.
Then layered to it were some stuff in the background to fill it out even more, because right now it still sounds quite empty, especially like in the mid-range, and there's like nothing right now on the high end. So let me show you like the background stuff which I added. So as you can see, I used 3 different VSTs for this pattern. And the first one is like a string staccato sound. Then the second layer is a piano. It's just playing these higher notes. And then the third one is like this piano arp. And as you can tell, they sound like quite reverby. And I did that in order to kind of separate them more from the vocals, because I just wanted to have this more in the background as like supportive sounds. And that's why I gave it like quite roomy, like sort of far away type of reverb. So it really pushes it to the background. And that's already like pretty much it for like the beginning of the break. Then we just added some like impact sounds and stuff like that. So again, together it sounds like that.
That you want me, yes, I want you. How should I do it right for you? I can make your dreams come true. So what the fuck you want me to be for you? I'm thinking about things I want for you.
And then in the build-up, I introduced the brass sound that I used in the drop using a low-pass filter. And then I also added these drums to it. So it basically creates some tension that kind of push the track towards the drop. And then besides them, I added this sine sweep. It's just a sine wave pitching up. And then I loop this string sort of sound. And also added some uplifters and more FX sounds to it. And then one bar before the drop, I actually dropped out all the elements and only have like the vocal in there and a drum fill.
About things I want for you.
In the drop, we have these drums. And then again, that brass sound, which I already introduced in the build-up. For the brass sound, I actually used 2 samples from Splice. The drop is kind of like a call and response sort of drop, I would say. Like you got that A part and then that B part with the chords, that A part with the brass sound. And then let me show you the chords. For the chords, I used 4 layers. 3 are from Silent 1. Let me show you the first one. It's basically a saw synth I made in Silent 1. And it sounds like that. Like, it's pretty simple. Then the second one is like a more detuned saw kind of sound. It's also from Silent. I think just adds some more power to the chords, but also adds a bit more high end to it. And then the third one sounds like that. This one is a bit more mono-ish and also has like more punch on each note. And then last but not least, the fourth layer is from Nexus and it sounds like that. And what's special about the chords is that I use that pitch automation. I think it's really cool. Like, I don't know, it creates a really nice effect in the drop. Yeah, together with the brass and also the bass line, it sounds like that. For the bass line, I use also this call and response sort of thing I use with the brass and the chords. So underneath the brass sound, I layer this E-bass sort of sound. And then in the like B part, underneath the chords, I used a more fuzzy, gritty sort of bass. And let me play it to you again with the drums as well. They already got like, I don't know, 80% of the drop, and the rest is again just like effect sounds, and like also added some more crash to it, and they help to add some more high end to the track, and this way give a bit more energy even to it and kind of to glue everything together more. So for example, I got this crash which really releases the energy in the high end. And then I added some more downlifters. Now that's already it with the first half of the drop. In the second half of the drop, the difference is that I change up the rhythm of the kick drum. Basically in the second half I'm using just like a 4 to the floor rhythm. And as you can tell, I also added a hi-hat to it in the second half, and also like this like reversed snare to kind of keep it interesting and to add a bit more variation. And the rest is pretty much the same. I only added this like chopped up vocal thing. And yeah, I almost forgot it. We actually also added like a lead sound to the second half, and it sounds like that on its own. And this one is from Flex as well. And yeah, that's it with the drop. Now in the second break, it's pretty much the same as in the first break. The vocals are just like different in the lyrics, and what's also different is that I kind of keep the beat going. Yeah, actually for the rest of the track, there's actually only beat anymore. Yeah, so it's the same drums in the second break as in the drop. Yeah, but we're actually back at the bass from the first break, so I'm using this like white detuned supersaw bass again. And then again we have the chords from the first break, the more background elements like the strings and the pianos that I showed you, as well as the vocal.
The life I want with you. Why am I not enough for you? I want to do everything for you. So can you tell me what I have to do? I want to do everything for you. Why am I not enough for you? I'm thinking about things I want from you. I'm dreaming.
As you can tell, I again start to introduce the brace sound using a low pass filter, just like in the first build up. But the difference this time to the first build up is that we actually already have that beat going on in this break now. So what I did in the first build up, I used drums to kind of create that tension. And now actually here I dropped out the beat or the drums right before the second drop, in order to create that contrast. And then in the second drop I actually change up the rhythm of the kick drum again. So let me show you the rhythm of the kick again. But again, I'm like only having this rhythm in the first half, and then in the second half I'm going back to the like 4 to the floor rhythm. And then the rest is pretty much the same as in the first drop again. We only added the vocal actually to the drop as well. So what we did, we chopped it up a bit, and it sounds like that.
Yes, I want you. Yeah, yeah, yes, I want you.
But I felt like, just like that, it sounded too thin in the drop. I felt like it needed something else. So what I did, I added like a really auto-tuned layer to it. And this one sounds like that. Like it sounds really horrible if you just listen to it solely.
Yes, I want you. Yeah, yeah, yes, I want you.
It sounds completely unnatural, but it actually really adds a nice little bit to it. And I don't know, it just makes it fatter, to be honest.
Yes, I want you. Yeah, yeah, yes, I want you. Yes, I want you. Yeah, yeah, yes, I want you. Yes, I want you. About things I want from you.
And then the second half of the drop is again the same as in the first drop. Yeah, so the only difference now is that we added this little outro part at the end. And so what I did there, I used a low pass filter to fade out the breath sound and the chords. And also I dropped out the bass line of the drop and used that break bass again. And yeah, also added the vocal back again, and as well as the uplifters, and then that's pretty much it with the track.
About things I want from you. I'm thinking. About things I want from you. I'm dreaming. That you want me, yes, I want you. I'm thinking. I can make your dreams come true. I'm dreaming. About things I want from you.
Alright, and that's it. So, hope you liked it. Let me leave some feedback in the comments. Make sure to hit that like button if you liked it. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and also activate that bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. Yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye.
About things I want from you.